It is a cold winter in Brusnik, and two very different women are quite pregnant. Both will have babies soon, and the children will be a blessing. Join us as we retell Zhenya's old tale of the bear lovers. Hearth and home, and love and care, all complicated by a bear. Janusz, Lada's half-brother, looks after all the women in the village. Anna Arotsa is pregnant and treats her husband Janusz and her friend Basia cruelly. Basia is also pregnant and has not seen her husband in a year. The gossips talk of the timing. Lada left Brusnik behind a year ago. He wanted to drench her, and now he's back. Zhenya offers a content warning. This tale we're telling tonight involves pregnancy, childbirth, and potential copulation with were creatures. Viewer discretion is advised. Sit, grab some tea, and listen to the tale of the bear lovers.
Howdy, friends and floor heads. We played this not too long ago. We played a previous playset. We had so much freaking fun that when we were supposed to play Sentinels tonight and we found out Lou wasn't going to be able to make it, instead of canceling, I was able to talk Dika, Dan, and Z into playing a different playset of the Bear Lovers. So it's the same game. If you have not watched the first one, I highly recommend you do, but you don't have to have watched that to watch this, because I'll teach the game as we go. This is a storytelling game. It's card driven. You can see we've got a grid of 4x4 cards on the quote unquote table. And each corner is our character. So I've got me playing Janusz. We've got Dika playing Basia. We've got Dan playing Lada, and Z playing Anna. On our cards, on the other side, we have public information that we will share in a moment with everybody. Z, you're messing up my camera, buddy.
Sorry.
That's all right. And we have private information. Now, you guys will all be able to see my private information, but the other players will not. It'll come out and play, and they're going to have their private information, which we'll see come out and play as well. Now, around each of our portraits, you can see sharing a border color. We each have 3 cards. These are essentially moves. These are actions that we are going to try to take as we set scenes and start playing together. When the scene is set and we start to play, we activate our move, we will flip our card, and on the back of the card, it'll give us one of 3 types of situations. One, it could be an informational card telling us what happens, and we have to, role play and adjust as we find out what that is. The card could force me, the person who flipped it, to make a choice for my character, or it could force another character to make a choice based on me flipping the card. Now, you see in the middle, we've got 4 cards that have all 4 colors in their borders. Those are shared moves. So any of the 4 of us can take one of those moves at any point. Once all the cards are flipped, the game will be over and the tale will be told. Now, if you've watched the first one, that's the part that I wasn't real sure about. I wasn't real sure, how are we going to know this is the end of the tale, and is that going to work? It worked out perfectly. By the time we flipped to the last card, magically we were done telling our tale, and it worked out absolutely perfect. I expect the same to be true here. So let's start with Zhenya, who is the person telling us the story. So one of the cool things about this is that in theory, this is a fairy tale from, ancient Slavic fairy tale. And the tale has already been told, and Zhenya is just retelling it to all of us. Let's see Zenya's introduction. Zhenya says, "Love is strange, and lovers are stranger still. Here's a tale of love and duty you are sure to enjoy just as much as its subjects. It's a cold winter in Brusnik, and 2 very different women are quite pregnant. Both will have babies quite soon, and the children will be a blessing. Of course, a sudden homecoming may throw the village into chaos, but as I said, love is strange. This tale revolves around pregnancy and childbirth, and those elements cannot be removed. Proceed with care. So that is our content warning. I also incorporated it in the intro as well. Next up, let's bring up this playset, The Bear Lovers. The poem on the front, Hearth and Home and Love and Care, all complicated by a bear. I'm going to now flip it, and let's go into it. Begin by describing your character's appearance and public background to one another. Place them in Brusnik. What is it like there? Set the stage in snowy weather. A scene is a clear moment that spotlights one or more characters. Some suggested scenes. Anna bullies Basia, comparing their pregnancies. Janus cobbles together a proper celebration for his prodigal brother. Basia and her long-absent husband have a barn burner of an argument. Or Lada encounters Anya upon his return after a weary journey. So we will take turns setting scenes. Our goal is to activate our moves and then play to find out. So if it's all right with you guys, I'm going to start. And I'm going to flip my card. I ask that you don't read it, even though it's flipped. I am going to share with everybody my public information, but everybody watching the stream can see my private information. So I'm Janus. Lada's my half brother, and I am in charge of looking after all of the women in the village. I live by myself, and I just have put it upon myself to see after the women, especially for Basia, because I know my brother, she is my sister-in-law, and my brother has been away, and deserves some attention. So that's Janus. Who wants to go next? Dika?
Yeah. Flip. I am Basia. I am pregnant. I have not seen my husband in a year. There's some gossip around the village that notes when I got pregnant.
And where do you see yourself inside of the village right now?
I see myself inside of my cozy home, surrounded by woods with a hearth running.
Very nice. Very nice. Dan, can you tell us about Lada?
Yeah. I flip it?
Yeah, or you can look at the screenshot you took, right?
Yeah, okay.
Tell us about Lada.
Okay. A year ago, Lada left Brusnik behind. He wanted adventure, and now he's back.
Okay. And last but not least, we need to know about Cruel Anna.
Well, okay, yes. So Anna, I'm now. Am I going to do an accent or not?
So you can just like drift from accent to accent like I do.
Sure, yeah, throw some German in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be good.
Yes, I'm Anna, and I'm pregnant. And while I would like to say that it's the hormones and just the burden of the pregnancy, I've always been a little bit more on the edgy side of things, and I do treat my husband fairly cruelly, as well as my friend Basia as well. But yes, I'm also pregnant. But obviously, I have a husband here. I don't. So, yeah, I have pigtails, and I like to wear really nice dresses, as nice as the environment allows it to be. Like nice for our circumstances.
All right. Does anybody want to set the first scene? So we're going to be looking at our cards, targeting to activate one of those moves. And when we set a scene, they should be no more than 5 minutes. We'll decide who's in the scene with us. And as long as they consent, they can join us, and we'll just start playing. Who's biting for a scene?
I am going to go visit Basia. I'm going to slowly make my way over to Basia's house, and I just knock on the door. Tup, tup, tup. Basia, open up. I'm pregnant, don't you know? Just don't let me wait out here.
I'm coming. It takes me a while to get up. Ugh.
Faster.
Go-
It's cold out. It's windy. It's not good for my child.
You
Faster.
should not be traveling in this weather.
What do you
go
mean?
Open the
Just-
door.
Well, I had to see you. You know that, right? Just I have to make sure you're doing okay. You know, it's been. Just how are you holding up, honey? How are you? You look awful. You just look. You just look. Have you been eating? You don't look like you've been eating. Have you? Siano's not been taken care of. Of course he hasn't. Of course he hasn't. I'm gonna have to sit down. I'm not feeling well. Could you
Come sit by the fire.
Thank you, honey. Thank you.
I'll sit down.
How are you feeling? How and I rub my like belly. Like, how are you feeling? How are you doing? I feel like it's bound to happen any minute now, isn't it? It's magical, right?
It is magical, yes. I've been feeling good. How
Is Janos
What?
excited? Is he excited for his child?
what
Who
are
did you say is
saying,
excited
Anna?
for the child? Did you say Lada or Janos?
Oh, sorry, Lada.
Oh, okay, I was like, holy crap,
Yeah, I was like, damn.
that's your husband.
Whoops. I was like, oh, is Lada just excited is Lada excited?
Yes, Lada is excited. What? Anna, why are you so cruel most days?
What do you mean I'm cruel? Why would you say that to me? We're like sisters. I'm just looking out for you. Look at your ashen face. This pregnancy is really taking a toll on you, I have to say. It must be in like it must be in the genes, maybe. Like I've been doing really well. Like it's been a breeze. My pregnancy just has been a breeze. I'm gonna flip my cart now when you brag about your pregnancy.
Okay, so you do the same thing. You'll just flip it Z and then press the letter Z,
Mhm.
and you should be able to read it out loud to everybody.
Yes. When you brag about your pregnancy, share this after your baby is born. In your heart of lovers, you wonder if you and Basia share a lover, for you have a secret. Your baby isn't Janos's any more than Basia's Lada's. One night, 9 months ago, you wandered into the forest. There you met a bear. He was gorgeous, kind, and gentle, and you made love with him. That wonderful bear's child is ready to enter the world. You hope Janos never learns the truth.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. I guess I should have shared this later, but
No, I think you now are more informed about Anna's situation. I don't expect nothing that Basia would know at this point, but
do I leave it open?
yeah, leave it flipped. Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Starts very well.
Anna,
Yes, my dear.
you are going to be a mother very soon.
Of course, that's the goal.
Our children are going to be, for lack of a better term, siblings. Can we not get along without your cruelty? Can you, did your mother beat you growing
I'm
up?
just looking out for you. That's all I'm doing. You know that, right? I need to make sure that I want to make sure that everybody is just happy and I'm sorry. I'm just sometimes just things have been complicated.
Anna,
Yes.
you've made my life a living hell since I've married your brother. I'm a living hell. As he was going, you were cruel and mean and vindictive, and I would like to flip mine
What is
when
your
you
card?
confront Anna.
Oh, when you confront
Mm,
Anna. So
fair.
right click flip and hit the letter Z. Read it.
Oh my gosh. You seem to be an endless reservoir for honor, cruelty, and disregard. You are an easy target and, like a pathetic puppy, always come back for more. You are ashamed of yourself and ready for a change. You must stand up to Anna. Ask Anna to choose one. Get Yazo, Janus,
Manus. Yep.
Janus, thank you, Janus involved. Learn an unwelcome truth from Basia. So, Anna,
We're gonna get
get.
Giannis involved. You bet.
Ooh.
Ooh, all
You
right.
bet.
So that might be maybe our next scene, or at least this. Okay, all right. Do you guys have more for your scene?
I see it, and I could be wrong. Let me know. I see us going back and forth.
Yes, that's
Mhm.
fair.
All right. So I'm gonna, if it's okay, I'm gonna cut to a different scene. You still need to get me involved though, Anna, because that was the choice you made. But if you'd like, I think I want to welcome my half brother back into town. So, Lotta, you've been home for a little while, and I made you promise to come over to the house. And if it's okay, Anna, I want you in the house, but I made it very clear to you that this is time for my brother and I. So you're welcome to eavesdrop or anything, but I'd like it just to be a scene initially with just Lotta and myself, if that's okay. So I'm going to open up my door, Lotta, after you've made it here. Oh, Lotta, it's so good. Come in the house. It is cold. That's big hugs, big hugs. Oh, you hug like a bear. Please come in, come in.
It's so
Lotta,
nice to see you.
I have missed you. I have missed you.
I've
and
missed you as
we,
well.
we should be celebrating that you are here safe. The miracle of your wife's birth, pregnancy. I did not realize that you had come by while you have been gone, but I think it's wonderful that you will soon be a father. And I had a special wine. I traveled to two villages away to get this wine. I want you to sit, and I wish to share this wine together. My lovely, beautiful wife Anna baked some bread, and please let us sit.
Oh, thank you. I brought you gifts.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm gonna flip my card, which is
Got the
when you celebrate Lotta's return.
Oh.
When you celebrate Lotta's return, I will share this when the time is right. I'm going to go ahead and read it off. Your brother, well, your half brother, has spent a year of freedom destroying beings like you. He has exchanged his fearless heart for gold in the service of an evil judge named Pelican, and he has inflicted untold horrors on the folk of the wood and stone, the old ones unequipped to repel the assault of modernity. You hate him for it and fear what he would do if he knew what you really are.
Are we supposed to all
So
see this?
I'm going to continue. Well, at a meta level, we do, right? So
Yeah, I guess.
as you're sipping the wine, Lada, I go, brother, what have you been doing for a year?
Oh, well, I traveled, but I also faced many monsters that were a threat to humans.
What is this you talk of, sir?
Well,
Monsters?
not every village is as safe as this one. So,
And you see my muscles relax.
this is interesting. Yeah, that's how yes, I wanted adventure, and I got better at it. At first, it was I show you a scar here and on my chest. At first, it wasn't easy, but
Well, brother,
I got.
based on these scars, it doesn't look like you're very good at this.
Oh, but you should see what. Well, then, yeah, I survived, and I.
So, just totally curious if I could, brother. did you
Yes.
come back to the village because of monsters here? Or is your hunting over?
Oh, well, my wife needs me. But do you have trouble? I haven't been back
No,
long.
no troubles here, brother. No troubles here. Our wives are pregnant. We're going to be both blessed with children. There's no problems here.
Oh,
Could
good, good.
I get into the house like quietly, not making noise while you're talking,
Mhm.
and just walk up like unseen and listen in when the topic of monsters comes up, because there's when you spy on Janos
Oh,
as a card,
okay.
so I feel like
Go
this
for
might
it.
be a good opportunity to do
Yeah,
that.
let's flip it.
Right, let's see. Your husband is a meek, mild man, but sometimes a coward keeps the most secrets. You know his simple heart, but you do not know it completely. Ask Janos to elaborate on the point of the most pressing interest. Choose one. Learn why Janos disappears into the forest when the moon is full. Learn why Janos looks at his sister-in-law the way he does. The
So are you going
second
to
one.
interrupt us?
Yes, in a little bit. Give me.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it's good to see you, brother. I can tell you that
Yes.
Basia has been kept safe. I have watched her very closely, very, very closely. I've given her special attention, and I have made sure that she is taken care of as if you were here.
Oh, that is very, very good. Do you want to see your gift?
Oh
I have
yes,
one
I'm
for
so
you
sorry. Yes, of course,
and
my
one
gift, my
for
gift.
one for Anna. So I give you. It's wrapped in like in a cloth or and with a little string.
So I can I open it?
Yes, of course.
And you can see me hesitating. And then I slowly undo the twine and unwrap it, and I find,
A knife.
oh, this is. I am not a hunter like you, Lada.
Yeah,
But
but you can find use for a knife.
yes, oh, let's cut the bread. Grab Anna's loaf and
Oh,
use this
excuse
huge
me.
hunting knife to cut the bread.
Oh,
Oh, Janos,
it-
Lada.
Oh,
oh, Anna.
So good to see you. So good to see you. I walk over to Lada and just give you kisses left and right.
Oh, it's
I
good
was,
to see
you look beautiful. You're just so handsome. Janos,
Thank
Janos.
you.
But no drinks for our guest.
oh no, yes,
yeah.
well, the wine and my dear, I am told that you should only drink until the last 2 weeks of the pregnancy. So I don't think
Don't tell me what to do.
of course I want my love. Of course I want my love. Here.
It's gonna be
I
okay.
pour you some of the wine.
No, thank you.
Oh, Anna, do you want to see your gift?
Oh, you brought me a gift? Oh,
Of course.
of course. I would love to see that.
So
Well,
I
what is
give you a
it?
package.
Okay.
It's wrapped with a cloth and a little string.
Well, move, Janos, move. Let me sit.
Yes, sit here,
You're
my
always
dear.
always in the way. Always in
I
the
know,
way.
I
It's
know.
just like I have.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay, good. You better be. And I open up the package, unwrap it, just I make like
So
eyes at
there's
you
a
as I
little.
open it up. It's
Oh.
so thoughtful of you. And I open up
Of
what is
course.
inside. What do I see?
There's a little box, a wooden box inside.
Oh, a box in a box.
Oh, and
What's
there's a
inside?
beautiful silver necklace with like little coins or um
This
not strings.
this is a
Things.
lot, Lada. This is a lot.
No.
Stop it. Just because you cannot get me to these things doesn't mean nobody else can. Here,
I work
help,
hard.
put it on. Put it around my neck. Go, put it on.
It's Lada. This must have been very expensive. You hear, my love. And I go.
Janos, as you put the necklace just around my neck. Janos, Do you think I'm cruel? I'm a cruel
Oh,
woman.
no, you are so kind. You are, how they say,
Mm.
um straight like a bird flies. So you don't complicate words. You say what you're thinking, you're saying what you're feeling, and if there's times where it's hard for me to hear what you have to say, but it's good that you are so honest.
I would like you to say sometimes what you like. Because sometimes I'm not sure. Sometimes you seem like you like Basia more than me, the way you look at her.
Oh,
Just
no, Anna,
yes.
no.
Oh,
I do. I love. She is my sister-in-law. She is my brother's wife. I love her,
well,
and I have been taking care of her, and protecting her while Lada was away. Apparently, he came back 9 months ago, and then he left again, and nobody told us. But I care for her and I love her, but not like you, Anna. Not like
yeah, not
you.
like me, clearly. Clearly. When the last time you got me something this nice? You did not give me ever anything this nice. Look, thank you, Lada. You're so thoughtful. He's so thoughtful.
So,
I'm gonna flip it.
oh, what do you got?
When you give Anna a necklace.
Oh,
So let's see. Wait.
so right click, flip.
Wait. Okay, flip.
Yeah, and then hit Z.
When you give Anna a necklace, share this when the time is right. Well, I'm gonna read it now.
Yep, go ahead and read it.
Anna may be a wicked woman, but you have always admired her deep down. You thought of her when you saw the ember necklace you are now nervously handling, and how regal she would look wearing it. You wonder what it's like to have a wife who is constant and true, one who will probably bear your child. You feel a pang of jealousy for your brother who has all this. So there's a bit of ember with
Yeah.
this.
So if it's okay, I'm going to end the scene with me kind of cutting Lotto look of the, what have you done after all of this. Who has the next scene?
I think I need to go home to my wife.
Oh, okay. Well, it's all you then, Lotto.
So let's say I come back home bringing something I caught, like something small.
A rabbit.
Rabbit?
Yeah, a rabbit. Yeah, let's say I caught a rabbit and I bring it home and I go inside, start. I don't know if you're in.
Yeah. I'm
I imagine
I'm
you
in.
don't go out very much.
Oh, Lada. I'll get up.
Oh,
Hands on
that's
my belly.
okay. I give
Oh
you
no.
a little kiss on your cheek.
Well, if you clean it, cut it, I can cook it.
Yeah, we can have a meal together. Some just some quiet time. So I start preparing the meat and all.
So as you're kind of just preparing a meat, I am going to say, so how was your trip, Lada? I've never truly asked you.
Oh, the things I've seen you wouldn't believe. I I, I did find something I was good at.
Oh,
Yeah,
what is that?
you see, not every village is as safe as this one, but there are places that are haunted by monsters. And people just lock their door and they don't dare to go out at night. And for a modest fee, I managed to get pretty good at dealing with those monsters. So, and I show you some of my scars. Didn't go so well the first few times, but uh,
Oh, what are you hunting? What the and I'm going to slowly like pick over him as he's like preparing. And like, what like are you? What happened? Like what? Just a monster?
Yeah. Well, it can be a bit gruesome. I can spare you the details. But there were a lot of people who could change shape. Sometimes they hide in plain sight. You wouldn't believe, like, they look like you and me. But I can spot them a mile away.
Lada, you could die doing this. You
Well, it did pay a lot. I mean,
what did you buy?
I will. Well, I bought gifts for Janus and Anna. But I have gifts for you too. You're my wife.
Why did you buy a gift for Anna?
She's my sister-in-law, and it's
Uh,
it's tradition to buy gifts for the people you care about.
Anna has been cruel to me this entire time.
Oh, what?
Cruel.
I
Every
know
chance
that,
she gets, I'm sick of it.
but I mean, are you
I
sure?
want to flip when you quarrel with Lada.
Okay, when you
Let's
quarrel
see
with
what
Lada.
happens.
Why does everybody love her? When you quarrel with Lada, you are very angry with Lada, and Lada is very angry with you. Neither of you is unjustified, and harsh words are inevitable. Choose one. You say something you immediately regret. Lada says something he immediately regrets. Play out your choice. I
Oh,
am going to make poor Dan say something that Lada regrets.
Ooh.
uh, I'm just trying to fit with what we were saying.
Just
Uh,
go with what's in the top of your head, Lada. There's something hanging out there, right? Which is the
yeah,
fact that your wife is pregnant, and you know you've done a lot over the last year, and one of those things you didn't do was your wife.
Yeah, that's a good one. Uh, you know, I'm a good man, and I will love this child even if it's not my own. I made a promise. I made a vow.
I slap you.
Ouch!
Just you call me when you're finished with the rabbit.
Recalling scene.
Mhm.
Right.
We can
I have a scene, but it's not like super important to happen right now. But if nobody else has a scene handy, I'll go ahead and do mine. Anybody want to jump in?
Go.
All right.
Um,
At some point, and I feel like our houses are like right across the trail from each other, right? We can watch
Yeah.
everything in your house. You can watch everything in our
Yes.
house. So I wait for Lotta to leave. Anna
Okay.
is she sleeps in, and so it's early morning. I see Lotta leaving. I can tell by the way you're suited up, Lotta. Maybe you're going to hunt or something like that.
Yes.
And I like to come over to your house, Lotta, and knowing just Basia is there, and sheepishly I knock on the door.
Mhm. I'm actually preparing the longest meal ever. I'm going to go and open the door. Oh, Janus,
Hello.
come in.
Yes. Do you have a sense of how long my brother will be gone?
I am not sure. Dinner
I
should be ready soon.
I I want to talk. And it's Now understand. I'm very happy that my brother is back. He is your husband. But
Yes,
we have been spending a lot of time together. You have come to the house often. My wife has said things that she doesn't mean, but you still have been wonderful, and and we've had moments together. And I again, I'm happy my brother is home. I said that, right? I already said that. I said that. Yes, I'm
yes,
happy he is
yes.
home.
He
But
is back.
I have to say something to you. You know that you know of my love of you as your brother-in-law, and as someone who has protected
Yes.
you for a year. Um. Oh God, Basia, I love you. I can't stop looking at you. I see you with child, and you glow, and I going to flip a card. When you confess your love to Basia. God, I love this game. When you confess your love for Basia is simple and good. She deserves so much more than you or your brother could provide. Tell her how you feel. Ask Basia to choose one. Tell Janus about your baby's father, or tell Janus what must be done about Anna. Play out your choice. I love you, Basia. In ways I didn't know I could love.
I slap you. Panic slap.
recurring theme.
I can't hold this in any longer. Lad is not the father. It's a magical child.
When you say magical, what do you remember, Basia?
Ew, I- he's been gone. I've been sad. Your wife has been horrid. I went into the forest. It was beautiful. I met I can't say it.
Oh no, please say it.
A
What
creature
did you
who's
meet?
beautiful.
Oh,
A
so
bear.
beautiful. It was a
Gentle.
so gentle.
And
And do you have feelings for this bear?
it was a bear. I don't know.
Do you think about the time you laid with the bear?
Often,
Do you think of it fondly?
But why are you asking me this?
Oh no reason. I'm just curious because I care for you. There's no reason whatsoever. But the way the bear held you in the forest, you remember that?
I do remember.
And that the bear cared for you.
Yes.
I'm glad you remember this, Basia. I am very glad.
You're not judging me?
Oh no, Basia, this is now understand. My brother is simple. He would not understand that the world is wide, and I will be very honest with you. He's been talking to me. He kills much like the father of your beings like the father of your baby. And
Yes.
and that's I'm sure he thinks it's a good thing, but you want to keep this to yourself, Basia, because if he finds out that you made love to a beautiful bear fairy, he could try to kill that bear fairy, and that bear fairy is a very good thing, and it gave you a beautiful gift, and the way it kissed you on the forehead afterwards was I'm sorry. I think I left something in the oven. Basia, this is between us.
Yes, go. Get out. I have to finish dinner.
And you look amazing as I leave.
He is such a strangest guy. He's so very strange.
Well,
I think I'd like to, as Lara left the house in the morning, and then Janos got out of the house, I think I'm going to follow Lara into the woods. Just as you leave the house, and I see you like going over this glaring after you as you enter Basia's and Lada's house, I think I'm gonna like get out and just like walk after Lada into the woods.
Ooh.
And eventually, I think I'll catch up to you eventually. Just like, hold like, Lada, like further and like, Lada, wait. I call out.
Anna, what are you doing?
I could not.
You
I
shouldn't
could
be
not bear-
walking.
I could not bear to be apart from you, Lada, come here, hold me, and look
what
at me
are
like
you?
you looked at
Are
me
you here?
last night. I fall into like I like stumble towards you and just into your arms. Just hold me,
I catch you.
Lada, it's. The way you looked at me last night is. Janus has never looked at me like this. I think he only has eyes for Basia. Don't you see it? But she doesn't love you like I do. Just kiss me now. Just kiss me now, Lada. And I try to kiss Lada, just trying to seduce him.
I love this so much. So the move is
Flip
when
the
you try to
card.
seduce Lada. Let's flip it. I have no idea what this is going to say.
I have no idea either. When you try to seduce Lada, now that Lada is back, and a rich man at that, he must be yours. Your cuckold of a husband probably won't even mind.
Oh my god. I'm a cock.
Ask Lada to choose one. Return Anna's passionate embrace. Reject Anna, but not until someone misinterprets what they have seen.
Well,
Choose
since
one.
we're alone, I return the passion.
We don't need to be alone. So you're gonna
Yeah,
return?
but I'm gonna take this one.
Okay. All right, perfect. Yes. And I think, I'm just gonna drop you on the floor and we're gonna like veil this.
Oh, I love it.
Can
I love
I?
it.
Yes. Please
Can-
get into the
I have been walking out to grab Lada to finally tell him that, dinner's ready. I see the veil. I walk away and I am sent into a flying fit of pregnant rage within.
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's gonna be quick.
I will flip.
So what did you just flip?
When
When
you
you
fly
fly
into
in.
a rage,
Oh, okay.
This is nice.
I choose one and also ask your victim to choose one.
Oh, boy.
Then I'm still there. An innocent is harmed, something precious is destroyed, an unwelcome truth is revealed, a baby asserts itself. Play out your choices.
All right, so from the top again.
An innocent is harmed, something precious is destroyed, an unwelcome truth is revealed, a baby asserts itself.
So I guess we need to know who your victim is. So when you go into a
Yeah.
rage, seeing your
Oh.
sister-in-law and your husband,
It's Anna.
Yeah, okay.
Of course. Oh my
I'm
god.
I'm gonna put something precious is destroyed and rip off your necklace.
Oh, I will take an unwelcome truth is revealed.
Gasp.
so the necklace breaks.
Just wait, so you just run up to us and
Run up.
try to pull me off?
Yeah.
By the hair.
No! What are you doing? No, don't do something, Lada. Just you bitch, you broke it. You why?
And
why?
then go ahead. Sorry.
No, I don't. I'm so confused.
How could you?
You don't deserve this man. He was nowhere near you. He's not the father of your child, and you know it. We all know it. We all do. We all do. He deserves better than you. Ha!
Barouette.
You harlot. No, take Janos. I don't want this sad excuse of a man. I don't need him. I need Lada.
You're pregnant as well. What?
Well, yes. I know who the father is.
Ooh.
Dinner will be ready. Head back to the house.
Amazing. All right. So
Wow.
we're right at the halfway mark, a little bit over the halfway
Yeah.
mark. Let's take a minute. Let's look at our cards
Mhm.
and let's
Yeah.
set our next scene as we go on the downhill. And I agree, Mr. Nachos, this is amazing.
I was gonna go bear hunting, but now I think I'm gonna go back home.
Okay. Do you want to set a scene?
Well, I'm gonna take some time to. What happens with Anna? I'm not sure.
I feel like we have two cards here that have been staring, dying to get flipped, and I want to know which woman is going to flip the card first because there's two of them.
Well, we're both in a rage right now.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for dinner. It could.
Yeah.
And remember,
Uh,
these scenes don't have to be sequential. We could have
Yeah.
days pass right between scenes.
No, I think it would be really fitting right now when like we scream at each other and one of our water broke. Like I'm gonna say like Anna's water breaks.
Okay.
Just at least I know who the father of my child is, and then it's just like and my water breaks, and I don't know if we're gonna stop and I just give birth.
Well, so your water breaks. So you have time.
Yes.
Do you want to come back
that's
to the
true.
house? Where do you want this to happen?
Lada, help me, Lada, Janus.
I'm gonna carry her back to my brother's home.
Okay. I open the door and go,
It's happening. It's happening.
what's happening? Why are you with my brother?
It's and no time to the child is here. The child.
I followed
Just
worried.
keep her away from me. Keep her away from me. She attacked me. Basia.
Basia, wait, there's so much going on here. Anna, I love you, and I kind of shoot a look at Basia, like, here, come back to them. We need privacy. But don't go too far in case I need something. And I will.
No, I want Lada to be here. Lada, Lada. Where are you?
Well,
Get-
I'm gonna
Lada-
get the midwife.
There's no time. Come, Lada. We will do this.
Yes,
together.
it's happening.
Yes,
Okay.
Lada, go get the midwife, Lada.
So now, Lada, you must understand that you're going to see parts of my wife you should not be seeing, but it's crucial.
Shut up, Janus. Shut up. I love Lada, and he loves me.
Oh God, flip the card.
All right, I'm gonna flip.
Okay. Which one? Okay, this one.
When you give birth.
All right.
Come on, get larger. It is a simple birth or a complicated one. Who is there to help you? Well, of course,
We've
Janus
established
and
that.
Lan.
Yep.
Choose one. You deliver a weak, sickly baby boy. He has your eyes. He will not survive. You deliver a fine, healthy bear cub. She has her father's eyes. She will thrive. I think I'm going to go for the first one.
Oh.
I think I'm going to go for the first one.
All right. I'm going to let you narrate this. So push on the push. Almost.
And yes, I will give baby birth to this baby boy. I don't know if I think it's just it looks sickly. It's not. I don't think there's just like it looks sick. It's like something's wrong with it with him.
He is
He's beautiful. He's beautiful.
Of course, he's beautiful, and
tell me everything's going to be okay, Lada. Lada, Lada, where are you? Get your brother in here.
As this is happening, my water breaks.
Oh my God.
Oh, you always got to make this about yourself, don't you? Always about yourself.
Oh my God. Do you want to flip your card then? Let's see what it says.
Is it the same? Oh.
Is it an easy birth or a hard one? Who will assist you? I think this birth will be easy.
Okay.
Janos will assist me since Lada's busy.
Mm-hmm.
Choose one. You deliver a fine, healthy baby girl. She has your eyes. She will survive. Or you deliver a weak, sickly bear cub. He has his father's eyes. He will not survive. I'm going to choose number one.
So I'm going to come out and go, Bussy, I don't think it's a boy. It's a boy. Bussy, did you spill a pitcher? What is going on?
Ah! Ah!
Oh God! Oh God! Lada, tend to my wife. I will tend to yours. No, here. No, please. I have this bearskin rug. You can lay
Father
down
Hearth,
here.
yes.
And okay, and then veil, and then we come back.
Baby, healthy baby girl. My eyes, my arms.
She's beautiful.
She's
Basia.
so beautiful.
She's human.
Dude, yes, she is. Janos, I need you to help me keep this a secret.
Of course. It's I will honor your love for the father. And I am very, very, very sure that somewhere he loves you back.
So this might be too fast, but I'm gonna flip when you turn to Janos for help.
Oh, love it.
Share this with the person you trust the most. You know what? Right now, it's the one in the room with me. The truth of the matter is that you love Janos. He has been a kind friend while your own husband has abandoned you to see the world, leaving you helpless and impoverished. Janos did not hesitate to step up and care for you, even after it was obvious that you have been unfaithful to his brother. You love him and yet can never express that love. God damn it.
The secret is ours, Basia.
Okay.
And
We could never be.
no. And we wait a minute. But and I kind of look to make sure that my brother-in-law and my wife are busy still.
Babies are crying.
I turn back
Yeah.
to you and I go, you remember what I said? My feelings for you, do you share them?
No, it could never be. It could never be.
No, I know, but I just ask that you always remember your feelings for the father. And this I will care for my niece as if she were mine.
Thank you, Janos. Thank you so much.
Of course. And if it's all right, Anna, I know that
Mhm.
it doesn't look good for our kid, right?
Yes.
But if I could have just a moment before
Yes.
alone, because I have a good card I think I want to flip here. Is that okay?
Yeah. Please do.
So it's late at night. Our son has not been very sickly, feeding it, and at one point when you just are exhausted, our very complicated other couple has left with my other kid. I want to be over the cradle, and luckily you're asleep. I look around and I start whispering in a language that I don't think anybody would understand. And I'm trying to summon a spirit to save my little boy. So I'm going to flip my last card that's personal to me, which is when you summon a helpful spirit to your child's cradle. When you summon a helpful spirit to your child's cradle, Zaduska, the judging woman, will arrive shortly after the child's birth. She will press a finger to the child's head and mark their fate, good or ill, until death. First, an aurora will appear in the sky, and then Suduska will knock on the door. It is customary to set a table for Suduska with bread and wine and salt. Choose one. Lada encounters Suduska, this helpful spirit, or I will learn my child's fate. I think I'm going to choose the second one. And I have prepared for this. I know I've reached out to her. My hope is that she will come to the home. So I have already prepared a table before when I went and saw my son, and I hear a knock at the door, and I open the door. There's nothing there, and I turn back to my table, and I see her sitting there, and she's eating, and she says to me, "Do you want to know what will happen to your son?" I say, that is why I called you, and I want your help. And she says to me, "Dusk, I am going to help you. He will not survive, nor do you want him to." And as I approach the table, and I'm trying to form an argument with this spirit, how am I going to talk her out of this? And as I'm about to open my mouth to make my case for my son's life, she goes, "Shh. This is not my choosing. I'm only telling you what will happen." And then she goes.
I would like to set a scene, and it's after, and you just see me sitting in my chair holding something in my hands, and it's just, I'm like dead faced, like there's no sound, and I would like Lada to come in right now, like just like I'm like alone in this room. There's a fire like burning. I have like a blanket draped over me and just holding this bundle that's not moving in my hand. Just...
So maybe I knock on the door.
Lada.
Hello. I crack open the door.
You talked about. I don't look at you. I just look into the fire. You talked about monsters, didn't you, Lada?
Yes. Why? I come closer.
What do you know about monsters? What do you know? What can you do? Can you kill a monster? And I look at you.
Of course.
I need you to kill a monster from me. I need you to kill a bear. Can't explain it. Yeah, you talked about creatures taking the shape and of monsters like among us, and I know Janus has been disappearing into the woods at full moon. I don't know. I need you to.
Janus?
Whatever happened, whatever caused my little baby boy to die, I need you to avenge. I need you to make it right. Can you do that for me, Lada? Can you do that?
If there's a monster that
Listen,
I look at
you need to do this. And I hope I can force someone to accede to my wish.
Yeah, I think you definitely have hit that. So let's flip it before Lada reacts.
You have done wrong and will do more wrong. Choose one. You have them? The old forest gods are not aroused to anger by your perfidy. Help me out.
Yeah, let's take a look here. So when you try to force someone to accede to your wishes, so we're trying to get Lada to go hunt a bear.
Yes.
As revenge. You have done wrong and will do more wrong. Choose one. You have them. The old forest gods are not roused to anger by your perfidy.
I have the wishes, I guess, is the...
Yeah.
Or I can...
Yeah.
So if I do it, the old gods will be angry.
What are you thinking?
Can I leave that to Lada? What Lada does with this?
I think you have to. This
Okay.
is something
Okay.
for you to choose.
Then I would like to. I have them. I have the wishes.
Okay.
I want those wishes.
All right. So
I, I will search that bear and we'll find the truth. I promise.
No, don't. It's not about truth. It's about the revenge. It's about righting a wrong. Just promise me. Promise
I
you will not rest until you right this wrong.
You want your revenge?
Of course.
I will
It's
avenge
it's
you.
the monster's fault. I did nothing wrong. And look at what happened. Look at
I
what
know.
happened. It's the monster's fault.
Then he will pay.
Good.
so I think we go right into another card, don't we, Lada?
When you go bear hunting? Or you mean the meal with Basia?
No. Well, you tell me.
You know
What do
what?
you think happens first?
Ooh, you know.
I'm gonna go right now, I think. Unless, let's say it's the full moon the next day.
I love it.
So we'll have to eat that meal eventually.
That rabbit.
It's been cooking forever.
It's cured. It's salted. It's fine. It's a long stew.
So the scene. It sounds like the scene will start, Lada, with the two of you at the table, with
Yeah.
an overcooked rabbit, and
and a baby.
and
And
a
a
brand
baby.
new beautiful baby girl. Let's flip the card.
All right. When you share a meal with Basia, you still love Basia very much. You want to understand and to help her. Tell her how you feel. Choose one. Ask Basia about her baby's father. Ask Basia what must be done about Anna Aloysia. Ooh. Well, I've got to ask about the baby's father.
Of course. So
She
start
has
the
your
scene.
eyes, but so like we eat very broodingly, quietly, chewing on this terrible rabbit. I'm like, are you, Basia?
Yes, Lada.
You know I care about you, but because of what we've promised and our vows, you must tell me who is the baby's father. Because
You left me alone. You left me alone to suffer and squalor and sadness, and I loved you, and I was sad. Anna, it's a witch, evil. But this is not her fault. I can't blame her. This is our marriage, and you left me. The father's the monster that you hunt. One of the monsters that you hunt.
what
A
kind of
majestic and beautiful bear.
So glad you flipped this first.
monster? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like using my fork to stab the rabbit, and I'm like,
I bite the rabbit.
go on.
And it was one night, and it was lovely. I had no care in the world, and I was pregnant afterward.
And this baby, what do you intend for this baby?
To raise her in a lovely, healthy home.
Is that scene, or do we know what Lada says?
No, I think he's still brooding.
All right. All right. So I think we cut to
The
now. You have
last.
2 reasons to kill this very nice, handsome bear, who has his own
Because
Discord
before I
channel.
didn't know. I was the only one who didn't know.
The monster hunter.
So as we see you stalking the woods at night,
Yeah.
we need to flip
Under the
when you
full
go bear
moon.
hunting. Yes.
Uh, Oops. Just a sec. Okay. What happens? When you go bear hunting, you'll dig a deep, straight-walled pit, conceal the opening with berry bushes, and wait. Ask Janus to choose one. You trap a bear traps you. Not sure what the second means, but
Oh, well, so basically, are you going to trap me or am I going to trap you? You set the trap. I imagine you stay close to watch for it. And you see a large black bear appear, smelling the berries that you set on this trap. And I don't know how you know this, Lotta, because there's nothing indicative that this isn't just a large black bear. But somehow the way that it moves, somehow with all of the new information you got from Anna and the new information from Basia, you know it's me. And I step to take of the berries, and your trap works. And I fall into the pit. And I think the final thing, and I can't wait to see what happens here, is you hear me call out, Ada.
and I come over with my bow.
Brother, you know, we are of different, and I'm naked and I'm laying at the bottom of the pit. I've broken an arm. You know, we have different fathers, but we share the mother. I am very sorry about your wife and what I did. And I just ask one thing, brother. Will you spare one monster and forgive me?
Why did you do it? Why did you... looking for the correct word. Did you mate with two women? One quite unlawfully while I was away? This smells like greed to me.
There is a long pause. And I look away towards the dirt in this pit, and then I look back at you and I go, they all ignored me, Lada. You are mother's favorite. Everybody dismissed me. And you are lazy. And you deserve nothing. You deserve not your wife, Basia, who is beautiful. You do not deserve my wife, who's even more beautiful. And
I'll tell you. Sorry.
No. And you cut me
And
off.
I draw my bow. And you know what? Anna gets her revenge, and so do I. Now I get them both, and I shoot you.
Nice. Absolutely fantastic. We're going to go to credits. We had a lot to talk about on the other side. We'll be right back. awesome again. So different. So I'm gonna share my thoughts real quick and then we'll go around the horn. But like I loved, and it's a tribute to the four of us having played together a good bit. I loved how quickly we could switch tones. Like it was full on soap opera, just goofiness, and not goofiness, but just melodramatic is the word I'm looking for. It's very melodramatic. And then like it turned, and hats off to the three of you for for the four of us for just being able to make that turn and lean into it. I love the story that emerged from this. Really, Dan enjoyed our last scene. That was pretty cool.
Was
I
that
think
too
my
harsh?
I think my star was Dika making the choice of having her water break while while Anna was giving birth. I just thought that was just amazing. Z, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts. So I've never played a type of game like this before. I mean, you could say like
Really?
For the Queen is kind of a game like that
Yes.
in a way.
Yep.
I think it took me a second to get into just the vibe of what was going on and just like build that relationship with the other characters and get comfortable with that. But once I was comfortable, I just like, oh god, I want more now. I just like now I'm like invested, right? Once you get that feeling, it happens really quickly in this kind of game where you get like a good couple of good prompts and like it helps you build so much. So I really, really enjoy that part as like no prep game.
Yeah. I love how much creativity comes from constraints, right? So it happens in For the Queen, Oh Captain, My Captain, Fiasco, this game where we have constraints, right? We flip these cards and it's like this is what happens, either A or B, or this is what, and I love like how our wheels must turn and we have to kind of work within those constraints. What amazes me, and it's not just this game, but it happens with other games like this, just how naturally a tale emerges from it.
Mhm.
It's very magical to me. And the same thing happens every time I play Fiasco, every time I play For the Queen. Um, there's just the only thing I can attribute it to is that we are inherent storytellers. And I feel like games like this and other RPGs, more traditional RPGs, just tap into like we have to tell a tale. And I think we're so familiar with it. I really appreciate now twice in a row, this does feel like a dark parable, right? A dark Slavic fairy tale. So I think we're 2 for 2 on that. How about for you, Dan? What did you think?
Um, I enjoyed it. I was I was hesitating for the last scene, like, was I gonna spare you or not? But the card with it's one of the first card we flipped when you celebrate my return and says I worked for an evil person and everything. So uh, in the end, I decided that my character was not gonna be merciful.
Mm-hmm.
So and he was already kind of greedy. So yeah, and you made it a bit easier because you started pleading, then you start oh blah blah blah.
Oh, Craig
So
knew what he
that
was
helped me
doing.
a
Craig
little.
knew
Oh
what he was
yeah.
doing all along.
Yeah,
Well,
but
for
that
me,
helped.
yeah, so that was obviously a choice that I made, but for me, it felt like, I felt like in our story that emerged is I was always second to you, right? Like, I was the cuckold at one point it was mentioned. I'm kind and quiet. You're out there for, adventure, so on and so forth. But I'm also a werebear apparently as well, right? I'm a bear fairy. It just made sense to me to be like, you know what? Like I had your wife because you don't deserve that, and I am bigger and better than you. And I also like the idea of bringing back in the half brother thing, right? Because that
Yeah,
explains the difference of it, and adds a little bit of weight to my children, right? Because obviously in my mind, our mother, um, stepped out on on our father, or on your father, with my father, who was in my head canon was a werebear. But again, that gets into that like that beautiful magic of constraint, right? That just makes it feel good.
But it's
Have you
interesting,
go ahead, Dan.
yeah, the order of the cards, like the meal that we tried having from the start. If I had that earlier, it would have changed
Everything.
Yes.
everything. Yeah.
One thing
It's-
oh, sorry.
Go, please.
Yeah. One thing I noticed, I think, is what was interesting because I think the two like 3 or 4 of the cards, when they say like share this after your baby is born, right? I guess those are like you're supposed to take the card, read it, and then like you as the player have the information to bring it out later. So they
Right.
had to like
Yeah.
work around that,
Yep.
which definitely changed things, but I think it still worked. It's just something that I noticed. Like if somebody were to play this, like, this is one, and then
Yeah.
you hold this back for the right moment. But since
Yeah.
everybody knew, we played it immediately.
Yeah, that's a good point, Z. And I think the one extra instruction, because this will get played again. We still got like 3 or 4 other play sets here, and Jason mentioned how many play sets there's going to be, and I can't remember the exact number, but it's like more than 5 that's going to come when this is crowdfunded. By the way, if you're watching this in February, it's next month, March 2025. This is going to be crowdfunded. If you're watching this after the crowdfunding is over, go to Bully Pulpit Games and get this game. I cannot wait to buy this game. It is right up there for me with For the Queen and for Fiasco, which have always been my pinnacles here. But you're right. I think one instruction I'll add, Z, if we play this again, is look at the card, read the whole thing before you read it aloud, which we really didn't see the first play set, but it was definitely a big factor in
Yeah.
this play set.
I don't
No
think it
question.
happened in the other one.
No, I don't think so either. Last but not least, Dika, what'd you think?
Oh my, this is great. This is so much fun. Very melodramatic and super dark. So I was about to give birth like super early, like the second card I did, and then I spoke with Z, and I was like, "Well, I'm gonna just wait until you give birth." And also in chat, Mr. Nachos also suggested it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, give it a second. We're here."
Let it cook.
but yeah,
Think about like reordering these cards, right? Like if one of
Be
you had
completely
gave me
different.
birth like 3 or 4 cards in, how everything would be so different. And
yes,
and what's cool about games like this is that we can't imagine it playing out a different way, but the context would change everything, and we would read each of these cards differently.
Mhm.
And that's that weird like voodoo magic that happens with people that are good at making games like this, is they somehow create a card that's just vague enough that we will make it work when we put it into our context, when we say our story. One of the discussions that's been happening in the Third Floor Wars Patreon Discord was replayability. And I don't think I would want to replay this as the same character. And love the 3 of you. I don't think I'd want to play the same play set again with the same table.
oh
Yeah.
But I do think there's a tremendous amount of replayability if I were to play as Lada with 3 other new players. It would play out very, very different, I think.
yes,
But I do wonder if it would lose a little bit of the magic, because, and I think you saw it here, like
No.
all of us very quickly were like, I cannot
Mm.
wait to see what's on the other side of this card.
Mhm.
And you would lose that a
Yeah.
little bit, but if you have multiple play sets, I mean, it's incredible. I can't wait to take this to Camping for Gamers and see both of these play sets played by 4 other players and just sit
Yeah.
back and just
Mhm.
watch
Yes.
it.
I was about to say that would probably be like the replayability part where it would even be okay
watch
to
it?
sit this one out. Just like, no, you
Yes.
4 play because I played this and I
Yes.
want to see it now. Because like,
I just wanna
yeah,
see it
the
play out.
twist for you is not there.
Yeah.
But then seeing like how it plays out in a different way would be so interesting.
So
Yes.
interesting. I
Yeah.
could watch
Because
the
you already
same.
know. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but think about, like, I know for a fact the 2 stories would be so different
Yes.
in
Yeah.
in tone. And maybe we'll try that. Maybe, I've obviously played in both of these.
Yeah.
Maybe a situation where I sit out one of these
Yeah.
and find
Ooh.
maybe 4 patrons who haven't played or seen the stream yet, and get them to play one of these so that we can see either the birds or the bears from
Yes.
a fresh perspective. We might have to do
Oh,
that.
that'd be cool.
I'm curious if we have just a moment. When you chose, when you both gave birth, why did you choose the one you picked? Because you both picked the human-looking baby, and Z, you
Oh, that's a
picked the
good
one that
question,
was
Dan.
gonna
Oh,
die.
you curious why?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
A versus B for you, Z,
Well,
and then
because
for
it's gonna
Dika?
die probably.
Well, okay, so for me, it was like immediately when I saw A, I saw bear hunting, and I saw C, to your wishes. Like my brain was already turning, and that like came in, but like the thing what I think struck to me the most as I don't know, like that's gonna sound like pretentious as hell. It's just like as a storyteller, it's just like the woman that brags about her pregnancy and just like, oh, you, honey, you look so awful. Like, oh, my pregnancy has been a blast. And then that's the character that then suffers this thing. Um,
How
I
about
just,
for you, Dika? Oh, go ahead,
yeah.
Z. I'm sorry.
For me, when I first saw Z's options, I was like, oh, I'll definitely pick like the healthy bear with the father's eyes. I was like, that'd be interesting. But then I flipped over minds. I was like, oh crap. Sickly bear. And it was more so the person that's been kind of honestly shit upon.
Yeah.
Let me pick the healthy baby girl, looks like me, and I still have my husband at the end of the day.
Yep. Yep.
Those was
Basia
kind of the
deserved it,
thought.
right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
She did.
Yep.
Oh,
Very-
I just love like when the flipping out was so great, but just the whole like that was a great climax of everything. Just you going over me, like seducing Lada, just that would have been so
It,
great.
it was all
I want
so
to
good.
say, I am very happy that we all were like, we can knock out a few of these in one scenes, and it was completely chaotic,
Yeah.
and I loved it.
Yeah, it's a really good point. We saw that more this time, where
Yes.
we were flipping more than one card per scene. And I think, and I don't know whether you need to instruct it or not, but one thing I'm figuring out is as players, the players have to focus on the cards. And like the object of the game is to flip all the cards, and we have to kind of remember that and push the fiction to do that. But all right, if you enjoyed watching Z, Dan, and Dika play, in 2 weeks you can watch them as superheroes. So if you've not been watching the Sentinels comics run that we're on, we are having an unbelievable amount of fun. We've got 4 great characters. We miss Lou tonight. That's the reason why this happened, but highly recommend if you like superheroes as a genre. I am very, very proud of this table's ability to really put together an incredible superhero story. And I feel like that we're doing just that. So thanks all for watching. Thanks to Jason Morningstar and Bully Pulpit Games for all of
Thank
their
you.
support. And we'll see everybody soon.
Bye.
Howdy, friends. Thank you for watching. All our content is archived and organized in playlists on the Third Floor Wars YouTube channel. Check it out. And if you could like, follow, subscribe, and even set your notifications to this channel on YouTube and Twitch, we'd appreciate it, and it'll make sure that you catch all of our content. I talk with creators, designers, and experts across the gaming landscape in every episode of our podcast, Tabletop Talk. Open up your favorite podcatcher and search for Tabletop Talk from Third Floor Wars. Support your creators. They make the content you love, and it's your support that makes it happen. If you want to help us, go to Third Floor Wars on patreon.com, and you can help us for as little as $1 a month. Thanks again. We'll see you next time. Take care.